Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon here today to share with you copy paper. So I purchased this from Walmart the other day, just bought it to use as general copy paper, but I wanted to get the nicest quality that they had, their premium quality, because I don't use that much copy paper and I wanted it to be fairly multi-purpose. What I did not take into account was the possibility of using it with fountain pens. After I opened it up and examined the paper, I thought it might be a possibility, and so I definitely want to try that out. I bought their super premium bright, so this was the highest quality that they had on the shelf. 28 pound, 97 brightness. This is very thick, very nice bright white paper. So this ran me about, I think it was around $10, and I completely decimated the packaging because, I mean, I had no idea I'd be using this for a video, but once I pulled a piece of the paper out, I thought that it was definitely worth a try with fountain pens. So it might be a little difficult to tell the actual weight, but this is a very, very heavyweight, nice piece of paper. The texture in the paper, it's fairly smooth. I'm gonna try it out. Let's see if I can put it next to a piece of Tomoe paper. Okay, so this is Tomoe River paper. This is 52 GSM, obviously very thin, very lightweight. And we have the copy paper, which is just quite a bit thicker. All right, so to test this out, I'm going to write on it. I'm going to do test swatches on it, and I probably will splatter as well, just to give it a full range of tests to understand just how much this paper can take. I'll start off with using two different fountain pens. I will use my Captain Kirk Sailor pen. This is their Stellar Black Hole. This is a zoom nib, and it is filled with Ferris wheel press, their Roaring Patina Black. All right, so this zoom nib is going to lay a lot of ink down. And I'm even going to scratch the surface a little bit to see just how much this paper can take. I'm not going to go easy on it. Okay. Well, if I can pick it up. Alrighty, so that's what it looks like from the front. I'll try to get it up really close. You can see potential feathering. There's a little movement, but really not that much. Lines are pretty good. On the back, wow. That's pretty impressive. I mean, there's some shadow coming through, but I mean, right this spot right there where, I mean, I laid it on thick, barely showing up. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, this is my Pilot Vanishing point, and this is dark matter ink. This is a medium nib. I'm just thinking this paper would be really good for letter writing, especially. So just a high quality copy paper. There's really doesn't seem to be any real reason as to why you can't use it with fountain pens. I mean, the writing experience is quite nice. I mean, I'm not going to say it's like a luxury experience like what I enjoy from Tomoe River paper, but there's really nothing wrong with it. It definitely doesn't feel like writing on notebook paper or anything like that. Can you even see that? Just barely. Okay, cool. All right, so I will swab next. Some Q-tips, and I have several inks to work with. Thought I would try a bunch of different ones. I've got Diamine's Writer's Blood, the Ferris wheel press, Roaring Patina Black. Got Noodler's Borealis Black. Noodler's Liberty's Elysium. This is their exclusive through Goulet. And actually, I'm kind of wanting to find an alternative blue to this one since it can't be purchased right now. That's a little worrisome. One of my friends actually got this for me, and this is Private Reserve American Blue. So I've tried this before and really liked it, but it's just been like forever since I've used it. All right, so for an ink splatter, I'm going to use a syringe, and I'll just set that to the side to do the swabs first. Let's save that for a spatter. We'll save the Roaring Patina Black for a spatter. I think it'll be fun. Let's go with Borealis Black. Noodlers recommends that you do shake. I know some people are much more patient with the ink and give it time to settle without bubbling, but I'm gonna shake it. All right, let's see just how much this paper can take. I'm actually just gonna like drive it into the paper. Set that down. Grab my paper towel. All right, let's go with that. Oops. Cap that before I knock it over, because you know what's gonna happen. Alrighty. Just gonna write on there real quick in case I forget. So that is the Noodler's Borealis Black. Alrighty. I mean, that's adhered really well to the paper. It dried so fast. And on the back, I mean, yeah, there's some bleed through and there's some warping, but I mean, I was really, really trying to mess the paper up. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let's go with Writer's Blood. That one I shook up already. So this is a Diamine versus a Noodler's. Dig it into the paper some more. Yeah, to the point where like I'm actually messing up the paper because I'm really curious how much this can actually take. I'll let that dry for a second. Alrighty. Actually, I like the way the ink's showing up on the paper. It's quite pretty. And much the same result. I mean, actually, there's less bleed through. All right, let's do Liberty's Elysium and then American Blue. Just for a little bit more variety, why not? It's nice to see the different inks because they all have different wetnesses. Again, just really digging this into the paper. So that is the Noodler's Liberty's Elysium. And that is a gouletpens.com exclusive. But you cannot purchase it right there, right now. So you're out of luck on that one. That's why I'm kind of trying to want to find another blue, one that I don't have to rely on as an exclusive. Sometimes that can't buy it. And this is a really nice blue. I think I've used it like once or twice in the past and always really liked it. Private Reserve, Ink American Blue. Alrighty, look at the back of both of those together. Alright, so this one, the Noodlers, and then that is the Private Reserve. That one bled through a lot. That one bled through a little bit. But again, like, being so cruel here to this poor paper, and it is really taking it like a champ. I mean, putting a lot of ink down. Got some off of that. That was the last one. I mean, it's pretty cool. All right, so for a spatter, I'm going to try to do this. Shake this up. This is a shimmer ink from Ferris Wheel Press. All right, so I don't have a pipette to move the ink around on paper to make like this really pretty spatter. So what I have done in the past, and I've only done this a couple of times, is actually use a syringe, which, you know, some people probably do. Suck some of the ink up, squirt it back in, just leave it so that there's like hardly anything left. Let's see if I can get this to work. Try not to knock that over. All right, so suck it up. Oh, that was a little less. That was anticlimactic. Usually I get a little bit more of a spread. I'll do it again. But still kind of cool. It's amazing all the different things that you can do with ink. All right, pull it back up. Okay, so a little less, like I said, pretty anticlimactic to previous spatters I've done, but okay. Let's try it with end still on, which I know that's going to probably go everywhere. And that's why I usually do it without the end, but very fun. That was definitely more entertaining. Okay, definitely went everywhere. But fun. Alrighty, so the black gold all over the place, obviously Ferris wheel press ink. And I'll move it around a little bit, see if it'll just kind of move, get it to dry out a little bit more, because that was a lot of ink. I do love like the crazy spatter effect you can get from doing that though. So we've got a lot of gold here, which is really cool. Yeah, I need a little less ink than that so I could flip the page over, but we'll just wait for it to dry. Actually, bits that are drying are so pretty. I do recommend doing things like this if you're trying to get a little bit more creative with journaling pages, because it can be quite fun. Yeah, it's drying pretty well. I mean, obviously the paper is completely soaked, and it's, let's see if we can get it. Yeah, completely soaked through on the back, but that is to be expected. Yeah, so this paper, I'm really shocked for just like copy paper. This is done pretty well. You'd really have to really aggressively attack this paper to destroy it to the point where you couldn't use it anymore. I will definitely be using this in future, I think, for letter writing especially. I mean, this is a less expensive version of some of the nicer fountain pen papers for sure, but for basic letter writing and stuff, that can be quite fun. I mean, to have something that isn't, you know, a premium product, even though technically this is premium paper, but you're not paying like that extra cost for like a Tomoe River paper or something. Very fun. Okay, this was this was entertaining, and I might continue doing this with some more inks because this was fun. Wow. I mean, look at that gold and that ink. Wow. Wow. Really fun. Thanks so much for watching. I'm very curious to know, do you use copy paper for your fountain pen needs or not? Would you buy paper like this to use? I'm curious. Is it just me? Would this just work for my purposes? Thank you so much for watching.